also request central government to speak with AASU regarding implementation of those provisions.
The action plan will be made jointly by All Assam Students Union and the Assam government.
In a major development, the Assam government has taken one step forward towards implementation of the contentious Clause 6 of the Assam Accord of 1985. This clause of the Assam Accord, which remains unimplemented over the years, have been a political promise of the BJP that it had promised ever since it has come to power in Assam to implement it for the safeguard of the rights of the indigenous communities. And as a step forward, a major decision has been taken after a crucial meeting between the state government led by the Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma and the powerful All Assam Students Union led by its leadership.
Today we have engaged with All Assam Students Union regarding implementation of Clause 6 of Assam Accord. Government of India has constituted a committee under the chairmanship of retired Justice Biplab Sharma. Committee has submitted report in 2020. Today we have analyzed what are the recommendations which can be exclusively implemented by the state government. And we have decided to go ahead with the implementation of those subjects which are completely under the state government. However, we have made it sure that we have made it clear that those recommendations will not be implemented in Barak Valley as well as in the 6th schedule area of Constitution of India without their explicit consent. There are certain recommendations which require constitutional amendment as well as it falls exclusively under the jurisdiction of central government. State government will take up with the central government regarding implementation with those recommendation, and will also request central government to speak with AASU regarding implementation of those provisions.
In the 80s, it was the All Assam Students Union that had led a 6-year-long Assam agitation against illegal infiltration by illegal immigrants from Bangladesh that led to the Assam Accord that was signed between the state government center and the All Assam Students Union. Ever since, the Clause 6 of Assam Accord, which deals with constitutional as well as administrative safeguards of the rights of the indigenous communities of Assam, remains unimplemented. Now, in 2019, the BJP-led government at center had first appointed a 14-member commission led by retired Justice of Guwahati High Court, Biplab Sharma, to submit recommendation, and in 2020 the committee had submitted its recommendation, which was received by the then Assam Chief Minister Sarma Sonowal, and ever since there have not been much movement ahead in terms of the recommendations that have been recommended by the committee. But now it seems at least 52 of those recommendations would be implemented. Now Assam government has set with AASU and says that the recommendation which are under the ambit of the Assam government would be taken forward in terms of resolution implementation. Now there are at least 12 recommendations which are under the ambit of the concurrent list, where the state and the center both have to look into it. Therefore, in those, the state government feels that the center's involvement is required, whereas there are 15 recommendations which are with the center which might need a constitutional amendment as well. So those will take time. But recommendations related to land, related to culture and language will be solved in the coming months. Maybe we will see some implementation from the next year. In fact, after this crucial meeting between All Assam Students Union and the state government, the Chief Minister has said that a state government will now give out a roadmap to the All Assam Students Union by October 25th. And once both the sides agree in terms of the roadmap, and then maybe from next April we will see implementation of some of the recommendations recommendations of the Biplab Sharma, retired Justice Biplab Sharma Commission, which have been recommended to this report submitted to the government. The state government says that it is going to fast track the implementation of the recommendation which falls under its ambit, where it can of its own act. And it seems that the Himanta Biswa Sharma government is now working on it. Remember, this issue of illegal immigration in Assam and the rights of the indigenous people have been the main political narrative of the state for decades, and elections have been fought, governments have been formed on this. And ever since 2016, when the BJP came to power in Assam for the first time, the BJP have always banked upon its promise of protecting the indigenous Bhumiputras against the illegal settlers. And this fresh step seems to be yet another push by the BJP-led government in order to keep its promise of protecting the interest and the rights of the indigenous people of Assam.
After the historic Assam movement, when Assam Accord was signed, Clause 6 of the Accord provides for legislative, administrative and constitutional safeguard for the Assamese people. After 4 decades, for last 4 decades, the Assamese people have been fighting on the streets, demanding constitutional safeguard from the central government as well as the state government. In this regard, the Central Home Ministry had formed the high-level committee headed by retired Justice Biplab Sharma. That committee has already submitted its report 4 years back. Now the government of Assam has decided to go for implementation of that report. Today, a very crucial meeting has been held between All Assam Students Union and the government of Assam under the chairmanship of Honorable Chief Minister of Assam. From this report, we have found out that there are all total 67 recommendations, out of which 39 recommendations fall under the purview of the state government, and 39 fall under the purview of the state government. There are 12 recommendations which are jointly fall under the purview of center and the state, and there are 16 recommendations which are exclusively under the purview of the center. So all total there are 67 recommendations. Today in this discussion we have decided that the recommendations which fall under the exclusive purview of the Assam government, that will be executed within next April, that is April 2025. And for that, the action plan will be made jointly by All Assam Students Union and the Assam government. That action plan will be made within 60 days. And for 12 recommendations that are jointly under the purview of center and the state, for those recommendations as well, the state government's part will be executed simultaneously. And for those joint recommendations as well, the action plan will be made by Government of Assam and All Assam Students Union in next 60 days. Then for finalizing that action plan on 25th of October, this committee will sit again for a discussion. And for the exclusively, for the 16 recommendations that fall exclusively under the purview of center, that need constitutional amendment as well. Today the in this meeting we have decided that a tripartite talk should be proposed between All Assam Students Union, the state government and the central government, and the state government will request the center to fasten to expedite the process of implementing the 16 recommendations that exclusively fall under the purview of the center. Thank you. See, all total there are 67, and out of that 39 fall under the purview of state government. State government has agreed to implement all of them. There are 12 that jointly fall under the purview of the center and the state. And for those 12 recommendations, the necessary works that is to be done by the state government, they will do it simultaneously with the other 39 recommendations that fall under the purview of the state. For those 16 recommendations, they will request the center to expedite the process of implementing them. And we have resolved as well that there should be a tripartite talk between All Assam Students Union, the state government and the center, so that we can come on a common consensus on those 16 recommendations, some of which even need constitutional amendment. So see, there is no confusion in this regard. 1971 is the base year for deciding Indian citizenship, not for Assamese. Because for the rest of the country, the base year for determination of illegal foreigners is 1948, 19th of June. After the completion of the Assam movement, when Assam Accord was signed, on behalf of the entire nation, Assam alone have taken the burden of 23 years of additional migrants, that is up to 1971. So those who resided in Assam before 1971, they need safeguard for accepting that additional burden of the migrants. Chapter 6 of this report given by Biplab Sharma committee, it is clear, it has mentioned 4 categories. There is one, the indigenous Assamese people residing in Assam before 1951, indigenous tribal people residing in Assam before 1951, other indigenous communities residing in Assam before 1951, and all other Indian citizens residing in Assam since 1951, before 1951, and their descendants. So it is clearly mentioned in the report. There is no confusion in this regard. See, this recommendation, the purview of this recommendation extend to entire state of Assam. So the issues that specifically deal with Barak Valley or the 6 schedule areas, there is scope for discussions, and this is only the initial stage of discussion. After that, periodic discussions will be held with the state government, and one tripartite talk will be held with the central government as well. So in this process of discussion, these issues will come and will resolve them amicably. See, it is not about being hopeful, but we are convincingly of this belief that to safeguard the interest of the people of Assam, that is the indigenous people of Assam, reservation with regards to political right and reservations with relation to job, these are must. Reservation not only in local bodies, starting from local bodies to assembly to parliament, we need reservation. The committee suggests for 80% of reservation. The demand of AASU is still firmly 100% reservation we want. And for jobs as well, not only in jobs of Assam government, but also central, semi-central, PSUs, private sectors. In all those sectors, we need reservation for the indigenous people of Assam. And it is very clear in this report who are indigenous for the purpose of seat reservation. It is mentioned in chapter 6, that is the definition of Assamese. So these are the issues that particularly need amendment of the constitution. That is why we have proposed for a tripartite talk with the central government, and we believe that for the protection of the indigenous people of Assam, Centre will admit them.